This video is about what might be the best starting zone in all of gaming, Flamegrave. And I'll be going over my first 30 hours or so of my Elden Ring playthrough and my first From Software game in general, because I've never played one of these before. 2 years ago we fucking got this game and immediately quit at the first sight of this boss. Yes, there are other options. Yes, you can pick to go into other parts of the world and explore and level up before you fight this boss, but I chose not to. I chose to hit him straight on, like I should, like a real man should. And today we're finally gonna beat him, and hopefully continue on to the rest of the game. The Elden Ring paradox. You're basically immediately put into a wide, vast world. You see trees in the distance, and an NPC next to you says, "It's time to go." And yet, right in front of you are two huge bosses, arguably not meant to be taken down, but instead serve as a reminder that you ain't shit. At least that was my experience when I started this game 2 years ago. Alright. Damn, we spent 3 hours already trying to beat this man. Now, obviously, all this starts with the tree sentinel. Fuck this guy, dude. Just when you think you have him, he pulls out this BS where he has two separate hitboxes, and either you have to roll perfectly or be really well positioned to dodge it because of how fucked up it is. I took damage, but like didn't stop. Hold on, no. You fucking have shockwaves in the ground or some shit? What the fuck? I'm thinking like, what am I missing? Do I have to hit him? If I hit him, will It's actually so fucked up that a guy made a really good video a couple days before the Elden Ring DLC came out, talking about the best way to play the game is to not roll. It's actually to do a jump, because jumping makes like half your hitbox just disappear. Anyway, there we go. Okay, I forgot to fucking lock in again. Here we are. Losing frames. Okay. I don't think directionless dodge gives you iframes. If I just stand here like a man. Okay, I didn't do anything. Okay. Which gets me to one of the first things. This game doesn't hold your hand. It sets you off in a vague direction, and some people don't even notice that direction. As a new player, I had no knowledge of the tools or even controls in front of me. For the first 4 hours of attempting this boss, I didn't know how to two-hand my weapon, something I could have easily looked up online, but I waited for games to tell me in between my deaths. You know, the little game tips that we have? So I had so much time to look into them, but I didn't. Once I learned how to two-hand, use my mana, and I got comfortable, eventually, the tree sentinel was felled. Alright, we really gotta respect the timing. It's a little off every time. Okay, just play the game, dude. Play the game. E and then left click, right click. Fucked. Oh! Oh my god, I was gonna say this game that I was freaking out in that last fucking moment. The game lagged just a little bit, probably dropped from fucking frames, and then, oh god damn it, dude. That right there is the look of a winner. And finally, after 5 to 6 hours across 2 years, Tree Sentinel was slain. And you know what? It was so worth it. The Golden Halberd. The fuck is that? Is that good? Delayed gratification. Literally, the first thing you see in the game is a big, shiny, far away tree. And after finishing anything in Elden Ring, you always look up and you ask yourself, well, what do I do now? What now? This is my life purpose. This is why I came back to the game. To fucking kill that bitch. Now I can play the game, I guess. Explore it is. And if I ever doubt what I need to do now, I just start heading towards the big fucking tree. And from the very beginning, it gives you a carrot on the stick, and it's a delayed gratification, because throughout the whole game you're delaying the fact that you're getting to the foot of the tree. And that is in every aspect of this game. From the moment that you face Tree Sentinel, or you see Tree Sentinel in front of you, you have the choice to either fight him or go away. And if you fight him, then you are awarded by delayed gratification, in the sense that after struggling so hard, you get his halberd, his golden halberd, and then it says 30 strength on the halberd, right? And you're like, well, fuck, that's another carrot on the stick. Tree is a carrot on the stick. The weapon is a carrot on the stick. And then once you finally do both of those, once you finally get 30 strength and you're able to use that halberd, feels damn fucking good, doesn't it? Huh? I mean, like, tell me it doesn't feel fucking good to put on the halberd for the first time. Holy shit. You get the golden vow and then you start fucking shit up on your horse. My goodness. And then when you use it on the horse, you know how it, like, the tip just drags on the ground a little bit? Just like perfect. Just my goodness. At every chance they give, this game gives you a carrot on the stick, and usually it's visually, and I'll tell you 2 separate times this happened. One of them was at the bottom of Limgrave. There is a tower called the Tower of Return, I'm pretty sure. And when you get there, there's loot at the top of the tower. Little did I know that when you open this box, you'll be immediately teleported basically to the end of the game. Basically right at the foot of the tower at the end game zone. What? This is the tree that I'm supposed to fucking go to? And you're just sitting there like, huh? Like, what just happened? And you start exploring around a little bit. You're stuck on a very small platform-ish type, and all that you see in front of you is a big golem. So you have to fight the golem, and then after you fight the golem, well, there's nothing to do. But, like, it makes you excited. You immediately see this dragon statue, because it's the endgame zone with the fucking spear going through it and everything, and you're just like, what the? How do I get back over there? Eventually, you just kind of turn on your map and teleport back to a grace, but I'm just saying it serves its purpose. Player choice. Despite what most Elden Rings would tell you on Reddit or TikTok, in the comments or anywhere really, the game is meant to be played in a way that gives you full control of how you want to play and how you want to overcome its challenges. Damn, dog. Thick, heavy blade. Wild strikes. You know what? The difficulty is completely on you as a player, and I'd argue that some of the best games allow you to do this. It gives the game longevity, replayability, and serves to be casual and hardcore, which is something that games and developers struggle to do in other games. It's like a conundrum. One of the 4 laws that you can't get over in a game. How do you serve the casual and the hardcore? I just needed to heal or big dig. I should have big digged, bro. I think it would. What, 2 more strikes? I'm doing a lot of damage. And there is one note that I'd like to say, that there is something to be said with the gaming psychology and speedrunning that comes with having one set difficulty. Classic WoW is an example. There's one difficulty. And then because of that, emergent player gameplay is able to run through it because it has one difficulty. Speed running, only fists, just using shields, like all this stuff that comes, you know, and then you go classic WoW, hardcore classic WoW, speed running classic WoW, MC to Nax, I don't fucking know but there's something there with gaming and the set difficulty and not holding your hand. Some dev needs to put some spices, cook that shit up. Like, I don't know. Coming into Limgrave, there's so much choice that you don't even know half your options when you start. You see a faint golden streak across your screen leading you somewhere, kinda. And a lot of people even miss that. So, in front of you is a menacing knight. To the right is a fucking dragon that you don't know of yet until you go to the swamp and it literally falls on top of you like a comet. So you have these options, or you could just go. And you could go behind. You could even go behind. Okay, no, people have I feel like half the people that played didn't even know that there was a behind to Limgrave. There's a backside to it. Everyone just heads towards the Storm Castle and then continues up the game. It's fascinating, man. Oh, another option. You can go back inside where you came out of, back out from the spawn zone, and inside the spawn zone, there's a little dungeon with the fucking. You know, the you may not like it, but this is what peak performance in Elden Ring is like, okay? This boss was one-shotting me. I came here way too low level, it seems. And so this is how we solve problems. What did they say, boys? ABC. ABC. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Dead. He's dead. Oh my god, he's dead. What? Oh, and talking about going underground, this leads me to talk about the elevator. It takes you into this underground area that looks much like space and stars, but you know that it's underground because if you really take a second look at it, you can kind of see the streaks that it's a cave. You know, it's like there's rocks and then there's shiny things. So you get underground. It's a large cave, and then you look at the map and you realize that the portion that you're in is just as big as the portion from the top. Like it's just as big. So you're starting to realize how big can we go? How big is this game, right? And as you start going into the cave, you see a temple very far away. After a couple minutes of figuring out where that is and how you can get there, you realize I can't get there yet. So what does this mean? This has to mean it's bigger. This has to mean that it's not only just this underground area that I just discovered that leads me all the way from Limgrave up to Caelid, but there's more. Like, and it just absolutely blows your mind from that moment forward. Let me explain to you a little bit more about what I was talking about in Lakes of Liurnia. Even though this is supposed to be a video about Limgrave, this is just a quick note, okay? So, you come across 3 obelisks with teleporters on them, and at the top of the hill there's only 1 key. So, you have to pick 1 key for the 3 obelisks to see what happens. I happened to pick the one that sent me to the castle floating in the sky. I don't even know what the rest of the 2 do, because it takes a special key. It's not like a normal stone sword key, I think. I'm not 100%. I could be wrong about that, but I only had 1 that I could use. So, It's choice. It puts everything together. It gives you the player choice with the carrot on the stick and the delayed gratification all together in this one package, in this one scene, just in this one interaction. It's just one small interaction of the game, but all of it has it's bleeding in all the other aspects of the game. Why does From Software do this? Just when you think there can't be more, they give you just a little tease. They rub your fucking balls a little bit, just edge you a little bit right before blowing the fucking load. Oh, dude, every frame, not every frame, but like, there's so many cinematic shots in this game, and I think it's just the way they did the big tree as the backdrop. It's literally in everything. Just the castle by itself would look good, right? But then you have a golden fucking tree. Wow. This game is so cinematic that seeing parts of it will literally just fill you with wonder and awe. What's in there? What loot am I gonna get over there? And when you get that loot, it's another carrot on the stick. So everything from the loot that you get, the large vistas that you see, the finer details of the game can tell you a lot. Some cases more than others. In Limgrave, there's this place called Castle Morn, and I thought going through the actual castle and seeing what went on is a beautiful little thing to see. But the main part that really just kind of freaks you out, you really start thinking about it, right? The main courtyard of Castle Morn, you fight a couple of mobs, and you fight a couple of mobs on this hill, and the hill leads to another portion of the castle. Okay? Everything's fine and dandy, right? You get your loot on top of the hill because there's a couple of smoldering butterflies or whatever. Great. But if you take a second look at this hill, okay, and you see the textures that's made out of, it's actually bodies. It's actually screaming, burning, dead fucking bodies. I don't know how explicit I can get on YouTube, but like, I'm literally running through dead people and their remains. Look at that. Stepping on corpses. Nothing but corpses. That's crazy to think about. Now the texturing is kind of, whatever, but like when you actually look at it, I mean, look at this. Holy shit. I guess this is supposed to be a whole big pile of dead people, right? Like, yeah. I mean, like a village full. It must be smelling terrible here. When you really think about it. This is crazy. Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting, dude. I'm using a dead pile of bodies to like climb the fucking tower right now. When you really realize that, you're like, oh my god, okay, holy, like it gives, okay, so Castle Morn, obviously, there had to be townspeople. Everything went to shit. Fucking, and then, I don't know, there's a goddamn beast monster at the back of it too. Whatever, like, but it's like, damn, there's certain places in this game where you get to it and you see what went on, and the game tells you through it the story, through the environment, and it's just a beautiful thing. You don't get the story or anything, but it's like when I saw a bajillion dead bodies there, I was like, damn, that's cool. That's fucking gruesome a little bit, but it's like that's crazy. That's so anyway,